listen. I want you to understand what I'm saying, you know. Teachers should get paid. And if they are supposed to strike, yes, they should strike. My name is Ackeef Nugent. I am a 13-year-old and I am a student at the Excelsior High School. The reason why I started this initiative is that I saw the need for help with the children in my community. And I started this because I want, not because you are a product of the ghetto, mean that you act a certain way or that you should be on a certain standard. So what I am doing is to build their communication skills and get them into top. So when them go to school and a teacher say, what is a noun, or what is a verb, or what is photosynthesis, they can say what it means in their way, because we know most time children don't really catch up on the long meaning. We put it in ways in which they can understand it. So that is why I started this initiative, because I saw the need for help. We use proper English when we are speaking. We do not, well, we can use patois, but when we are speaking, I want you guys to be polite and diligent. Excuse me, ma'am, final class. So the challenges, it's not a lot, but I'm gonna say the challenges, the financially thing. Most time when they come to my classes, they don't have book and pencils, lot of those stuff. And when I said to them, guys, can you save a $10, a $15, or a $20 out of your lunch money to come and let us throw use for this? They are saying, sir, the money I'm gonna get for go school, it can't do all of that. And what I do now, because I'm not a morning person, what I do now is to save money out of my lunch money to do this, because I want them to get to a standard. I don't want for myself only, because I am a ghetto product. So, and it takes time to grow, and it takes time to be a smart and an intelligent youngster. So I want everybody that surround me, or everybody that live in my corporate area, to be like me, or not so fully like me, but you have similarities with me. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. So these are the struggles and the problems that I have faced when teaching. But other than that, it is very good. Just financially stable is the problem. If we are financially good, it will be great, because the students are very on point when it's learning time. And we can talk to them and they listen without we have to talk to them more than one time. I will be asking for the proper noun in that sentence. Alright, so some of the things that I have been doing in the community for past my time at youth advisor and teacher of this community. I did a sports day, a football league, and now we're working on a talent show for Friday, the 14th of April 2023. And what we're gonna do, we're not getting children from only Mao Drive, but all around. We're getting youth clubs from Chester Avenue, Olympic, and all of, we're bringing back the love, not only on this Mao Drive road, but everywhere. Because it's not only one place crime is, it's everywhere we find crime. And this is what we want to stop. Stop the stigma and manifest good spirit in our midst. My day-to-day activities, when I wake up in the morning, I pray and read my daily affirmations to go in my day. Then I get up, brush my teeth, bathe, and get ready for school. But I don't eat in the morning. So I get to school on time, do everything I got to do. If I get any homework in between my 2 classes, because I have 2 classes before lunchtime, if I get the homework now, in my lunchtime, I would take 30 minutes or 25 minutes out of it to complete. It depends on how hard the homework is and how much questions are there. And what I do now, in the evenings, at 2 p.m., if I have an extracurricular activity, I would stand out that and, call my cousin and say, Nasha or Stephanie, I have an extracurricular activity to do, so I'm gonna be home at a certain time, ensure that the students are doing that or that. Because what I do before I start my classes is to ensure that my students pray. All right, so I take the taxi, come down on Agley Park Road and stop at Budget to go home in the evenings. Just to reach home early because I know I have things to do and I have life to save and I have persons to teach to make a difference in their lives. So when I come home now, I sit for at 15 minutes before I go in my house, changing some clothes, appropriate clothes to teach in, drink some water, and then we're in the sessions. All right, so welcome to my class. And yes, you can head up while I speak, but ensure that you escuchen, you listen. So what is expected of this class? You participate, listen, be respectful to your peers, because I am teaching you how to be disciplined. I want you to write me a sentence with a proper noun in it. I know my boys and girls can do this. So I want you now to give me a sentence of your choice. Nobody is wrong in this class. And one by one, I am gonna ask you guys to come up and tell me your sentence, right? So I'm giving you 2 minutes to do so, or even 1 minute and 20 seconds.
As a young man, don't you want your free time for yourself?
All right, my hobby is teaching, acting, entertaining. So teaching is one of my hobbies. So in my free time, I spend my time doing my favorite hobby, teaching and inspiring and motivating my peers. Not only my peers, but children that need it. Because what we are seeing in today's society is that today students are suicidal and in depression. So each time when the students come to my classes on a day-to-day basis, I ask them, when you get up in the morning, you should always ask yourself, why am I here? What should I accomplish? What are my achievements? And what should I learn from my mistakes? And how can I go about doing good things? I like to motivate people. That is my best thing to do in my spare time. That is one of my hobbies as well. I like to motivate children. I like to let them that they serve a purpose on this earth. They don't come on earth in vain. They come here for a reason. And reasons can never die and legend never die. So each time they come to my classes, I say, you are a legend. What I did a long time ago, I don't think most of you guys heard about this, but I had a box and I placed a glass, a mirror in it. And I said to my students, this person is my favorite student. So they come and look in the box and they didn't see anybody. They are just looking at themselves. So everybody that come and say you're my favorite student, because in the box, the mirror is in it. So they are looking in the box and they are seeing themselves. So I don't have a favorite student. Every student I love.
Lukuman is my relative, and from Lukuman is Lukul. Him always been, taking pencil, anything him can hold his hand on and marking up the place, marking up the walls, everything. And we was always saying to us, why him just always love to mark up the place. But we know that is, usually fitness stuff. Anyway, one day, I hear bam, bam, bam on the wall. Like somebody beating the wall with a belt or something, or a stick or something. One time, I look out. When I look, it's Ackeef Nugent, otherwise known as Little Man, have Coore marking up on the wall and, talking to invisible students. Because he was acting like he was talking to students. And he was saying, you have to learn. When me give you the work, you have to do the work, and him carry on, and that was so amazing. You see, from that time, I am telling you, I know that this Ackeef Nugent have something great inside of him. Not something good enough, something great. Because that was when I really see like a bright future for him right there. Because the way how he's behaving, he was behaving like a real teacher. I'm telling you that. That's why I really had to come out and look. Until now, he started to have real students. He has real students right now. And everybody love him. Them always come and run up and down behind him. Everything is just Ackeef, but they call him Little Man. Everything, Little Man, Little Man, Little Man. Trust me. He is a big deal because he is, the type of person like this. If you talk to him, he listens.
I met Ackeef in 2019 when I started working here, and I know that he was a very special person. He is a very special child. He is purpose-driven. He is very committed and dedicated to any task that he is given. Ackeef was a part of the speech and drama club at the school, and trust me, I did not have to be there most of the days because Ackeef, he is a leader. He has a lot of leadership qualities that I don't see many children at his age have. There are times when I am in a meeting and I would ask Ackeef to go by the club room and take care of everything, get them worked up until I return, and it's like I didn't have to go there because Ackeef had everything under control. When I'm teaching my lessons, Ackeef always volunteering. If a student does not understand, Ackeef would say, Miss, could I assist that child? Could I explain it in a different way where my classmate can get it? And he would be there explaining, using different examples. So, boy, my one son, dedicated. He is like a director, an entrepreneur, a helper.
Skipping was my sister things. 1, 2, 3, Akila, 3, Akila, 3, Akila, 3, Akila, 3, Akila, 3, Akila, 3, Akila.
And the next thing, he always saving. He always saving, taking money out of his lunch money and stuff like that to help out with this local schooling class thing that he is doing. Trust me, I wonder how he do it. Sometimes I even wonder if when him go to school, if him really eat lunch. And the reason for me saying this is because he always thinking of others. He always been thinking about others. So you see, because everybody, all of the kids them love him and stuff like that, they will always come to him with their problems, and he will always be like an advisor to them because he always give them good advice and he always like to help out. If you come and you do not have any lunch money and things like that, he will share with you. So one day I come from school, I see him come with this bag with pure book and pencil. Someone was concerned. Someone say, look, man, what so much book and pencil? Where you get them here from? Because I was so concerned. Him say him save up him lunch money for buy them for him students. the class that he's doing with the kids. He say he buy them so his students can have them. And he save it up out of lunch money. That is the shocking part. Trust me, when him get bigger, him could be a principal for any school.
I know Ackeef Nugent from before I'm born. All right, me a family friend to his father's side of family though. We grew up together. I was raised in this yard actually, right? So to see a 14-year-old like Ackeef Nugent doing this, it is really a ray of hope for the community. The little boy is super talented, and me for one, proud of him, the community proud. It is just a blessing. And for real, the community need more youngsters like Ackeef Nugent. Me a big him up straight, and all the best and what yet to come. For me, you know, me have 4 grandchildren and I just want them walking in his footsteps because him super intelligent. It's the best thing this me ever seen in a while for Cockburn Pen community. And we as the community people, we are here with him, standing with him, trying to, let me say, just they behind him as a strong farmer background, backative then, to see what else will come, and I hope he will get the support that he deserves. He deserves everything that's best. I'm super proud of him.
Growing with little man, as little kid growing up, he used to play school. And veranda, using invisible kids, writing on the wall. He never have no whiteboard to write on. Now growing up with him, he have real people teaching real kids. I know that for sure. Him always say he want to become a teacher and his dream come true. He always want to become a teacher, like a real teacher. Man. Me always there for assist him. That's him like mark book and teach other kids. Sometimes him we go cook for them and me teach them or mark them book. Him always there for the kids. Him like to when people down, him always there for motivate them, help them out with all them pep. When I them pep exam, him help them study.
When Ackeef started Excelsior, he was still connected to St. Patrick's. So almost every afternoon, Ackeef would be here, either helping me with JCDC or doing something to help another teacher. And I remembered when his other schoolmates that are still a part of the club now, they were in grade 6. And they were saying that, you know, they had challenges with the different subjects. And Ackeef tried to help them in every subject. But Ackeef loved social studies. So I remember one day Ackeef came to me and said, Miss, you can create a Zoom link, you know, so I could have different teaching time with the students. And I'm like, sure. And then at some point, if I'm not able to assist him, he would create his own link. And all 9 o'clock in the night, he's still up with them trying to study, trying to get them ready for PEP. And I remembered one time I was in class and a particular student came to me and said, Miss, me have too much pan me, you know. And me say, what do you mean you have too much pan you? You're not an adult. And me say, yes, miss. And then the child started to explaining that Ackeef gave her homework and she have to make sure that she does Mr. Nugent homework and all that. I'm like, what? Sometimes I say to Ackeef that, Ackeef, could you come down to school and help me? I want you to look at this piece and this performance and tell me if it is ready or if I could change something, just to get a second look at it. Sometimes Ackeef would say, Miss, I can't come today, can I come next week or can I come tomorrow because I have a lot of test papers to mark. And Ackeef is always going out, try to find resources for students within his community, students at St. Patrick's Primary School. Sometimes he asks me if I have any test paper that I'm not using that he could photocopy just to give other students practice, and I said sure. And then sometimes he would say he got some off the internet. Sometimes he would be giving me resources and said, Miss, you could use this. Miss, you could maybe give Miss Walker, this the social studies teacher at the St. Patrick's Primary School, to use. So he's always there thinking and trying his best to help other persons in need.
Grandma, I hear Ackeef is a good cook.
Yes, he is a good cook. He loves to cook stew chicken and white rice, one of his favorite meals.
Him always a chef up something for him students them. Always. Always I save out time lunch money too for buy for his students them. Always I do that because him always say him no want him students them they here with no hungry belly, him no want them hungry. Because he want them to learn.
He's very, very, very observant, so when I'm in the kitchen, he's always in the kitchen standing beside me and watching what I'm doing, till one day he said, Grandma, let me help you season the meat. And I gave him the knife and said, okay, go ahead. And from there and then, him started. And him is a man, every time, him just build up and cook up him stew chicken every time. Alright, at the age him cooking first dish was him never fully reached 7. Sorry, it didn't reach 8 as yet, it was 7+. That was the first time he cooked his stew peas, his stew chicken and white rice. And we all ate. I'm not even worry cook no dinner for the evening. Because him put on a pot.
When little man cook, the whole yard eat from him, everybody eat from him because him cook clean, plus him know what him do.
Well, when I leave high school, I want to go to Edna Manley College to fulfill my dream to become an actor. So I want to get a master's degree and a degree and a bachelor's. So now I want, when I get all of that at college, I can now turn a teacher and educate others while in the entertainment sector.
I'm from Cockburn Pen. We grew up in this community with little man. He's very intelligent, he's very motivated, an inspiring little boy. A little boy who loves to put 2 and 2 together and make 4. You know, when you're around this little boy, you feel very comfortable, very motivated. He's a little boy, he wants to bring back the community, bring back the love in the community, bring back respect, everything. So you know that the other day he keep a sports day. Literally, I'm telling you, it's a blast. The community come together, support him, love what he did, you know, cheer for him as usual. This Saturday he will be having an event called the Talent Show. Show off your talent, come and show off your talent. I'm telling you, you're going to love it.
What I would say to the young folks or the younger folks in Jamaica that are depressed, the only thing that I can say, and you can get a lot from that only thing, is that you serve a purpose, and purpose can never die. So once you know that you have a purpose, anything that the enemy or the iniquity have in store for you, that cannot work. The only thing that is going to work is that the good spirit that is manifesting in your soul, that it will work. So you serve a purpose, and purpose can never die.
I attended Dupont Primary and Infant School, and when I leave school, I come to Ackeef Nugent School, and he teach me more.
Yes, education is the key to success, and it is very important because you can be street smart but not educational wise, academical bright. So what I do in my day-to-day classes with my students is to teach them about being street smart and in academics as well. So both of them, nobody can do them no wrong because they don't know how to be street smart and academical. Yeah.
Ackeef is loved by many, especially at St. Patrick's Primary School, loved by his teachers. You have Miss Carter, you even have our dear principal, Miss Susan White. I remembered when she told me that Ackeef, when he was in grade 2, he wanted to be a principal, and so he would be behind her PP clock 24/7. And there was a particular career day that they had here, and Ackeef literally dressed up as a principal. He walked like a principal, he talked like a principal. And when Ackeef is teaching, you dare not call him Ackeef. You have to call him Mr. Nugent, or else you and him are in a problem.
Listen. I want you to understand what I'm saying, you know. Teachers should get paid. And if they are supposed to strike, yes, they should strike. Because they need to get paid. They cannot be working without pay because they like their jobs. They do because they love it. But at the same time, if the teachers are going to strike, they should do or go about it properly. You know? Yes.
He's a good teacher. He's a great teacher.
The advice that I would give to persons in the inner city like myself, they would call them ghetto products, right? So what I would give to them is to, you know, not because crime and violence or you are a person in the ghetto, you don't have to act a certain way. You can be different, or you can be different beings. You can stand out with your altitude and your attitude that can change. That when persons see you, them say, a Beverly Hills, the person they come from, in which you know that you are a ghetto product. But because the way you act and the way that you bring out and the standards that you have, let them think that you're from a uptown residential area. If I was a prime minister for the week in Jamaica, I will ensure that my citizens, before I leave my office in the 1 week, that my citizens can remember what I did, because I will make some changes. You see, the state in our community, I know we can't do everything in 1 week, but I will ensure that my forces, for the crime rate now, I'm seeing that it is not really bad, but bad at the same time. I will ensure that my forces is always out, and I would, if I turn the Prime Minister again, I would ensure that all my workers and all the persons that are in the that work with the government officials, not only them, but other citizens, that the person them will have them stall and so, are paid better and they get what they need. Because slavery abolished. They say out of many, one people as our motto, but they don't really know the meaning of out of many, one people. What I will say from my perspective is out of many, many people, because what in Jamaica now is happening, we're not working as one, in which we should be working as one to make this be a good economy. Yes, I would raise the teachers' pay. Because teachers have children, they have light bill, they have water bill, they have grocery. Some of them even have car. Where them going to buy gas with? So these are the things that our government official or our prime minister and ministers from the different body should really look at when they are going to give a certain profession pay. Yes, of course, free health care and better roads, more clinic. If I turn the prime minister again, I'm getting community centers in the community, get the nurses walking up and down, not in the sun, but buses. There are buses there, ambulance that the nurses can come in to really look at our elders, not only our elders, but the children, to really look at their health and everything. So that is what I would do if I am the prime minister for a week. I thank you.